All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be trying to do a live stream. The software drives me crazy for the YouTube channel, of course, prior to seeing the Walking Dead mid-season finale for Season 6, Episode 8, start to finish. So, been reading through some of your guys' comments, got quite a few in the channel. If you guys haven't seen already, I did a predictions video for what I think is going to happen next, and also giving my thoughts on the awesome clip that is in AMC's channel with a link to the kind of the prologue or the next part, next on Walking Dead, which is episode 9, where we get to see Daryl, Sasha, and Abraham run into a small, very small section of the Saviors or Negan's group. So check that out on AMC's channel. Check out my predictions video for that. Did the full review for the mid-season finale, and saw some different comments there. Some people are actually really disappointed with it, although I'm not sure, because every year that same kind of thing happens around this time. I think it might just be because people are disappointed that the first half of the season's over with, and we look forward to it all summer, and then it's awesome, and then or some people think it's not, and then we have to wait, of course, until February. So that could be the case. But I think it's pretty easy to say that this was a better mid-season finale than Coda. I think that's pretty easy to say. Although it's a cliffhanger, so that's the big thing that people may be pissed off about. If it's if it's a cliffhanger, that tends to anger a lot of people because they want to see the whole thing and they're not able to. So yeah, so there is that, but not much. Nothing we can do about it. Obviously, just have to wait, and so there it is. So I'm going to try to figure out and see if you guys can send me questions right off the bat now. I have to see how the stream is looking in that, so I can see your guys' questions. So if anyone can comment below on this video, if you can, write a comment. Let me see what you got. That way I can get an idea, I can get a grasp of of what's there in the comments and that. So keep leaving your comments. Let me see them. I've got a few questions written down. Just give me 1 minute, guys, to try and sort this out so I can see your your comments and everything. Let me see here. Include when you're live to stop streaming, stop the encoder. So it looks like it's live to me. I mean, I don't think so. Most finale. Okay, so I think I got to go here, and then let's see where we're at here. Stream status is good. That looks good. Now I just got to see if I can find your guys' actual questions. So I think I'm seeing some here. Andy Chan says, Trev, what's up, brother? Bryce Allen says, hey, Trev, keep up the great vids. Carl Grimes says, get my eyes shot out. Not far. Someone says, fuck Morgan. Mr. 145 Jamal says, fuck Morgan. So, yeah, that's true, man. I mean, I like Morgan a lot, but in that case, man, that was kind of ridiculous, especially when he slammed Carol. What kind of slam is that? Let's see. It was like a front, and he picked it. It's just like a classic, kind of like a classic body slam, I guess you could say. That's not cool. You can kill somebody by doing that, especially a female, especially if it's on concrete or something. What were they standing on? It doesn't really matter. It's still, he could have seriously injured her, hurt her, and she already had a concussion anyway. So that was really uncool, man. And I'm usually behind Morgan 100%, but I can't get behind that. That was just not cool. Let Aoife Stewart says Sam needs to die. So that's Arash Haji says I want ants as my pets. Okay, well, you could buy an ant farm, if you're interested in something like that. They do sell ant farms, and I can't really say I can't really say anything because I have guinea pigs. So we have 3 guinea pigs, which is funny how in last season 5, there was a group, Don's group, who were eating guinea pigs. And I was like, damn you! If you guys remember that, if you subscribed to the channel at that time. There's some older videos of my guinea pigs. So if you want to check them out, you can check them out. Jess posts them sometimes on her channel and stuff. So they're fun. They're cute. And they love, lettuce and all that good stuff. So Danny Mayer says, think they could have done a better job with this episode, ? Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with the episode. It's that it doesn't cover the whole part that we thought it was going to cover. So that's the main deal. But it's not bad because we're going to see it. It's just we have to be patient. We have to wait until we see the the second half start. But if you look at, man, this half season, just incredible, dude. I think they did a really great job overall. Logan McGuire says, I'm gay, and okay, Logan, that's good for you, man. There's nothing wrong with that. So I have lots of homosexual viewers or gay viewers. So there's nothing, whatever, man. I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying? It's nothing weird or different. There's lots of gay people out there. What are you talking about? Paul G says, mommy. So that's fun. Michael Bennett says, do you think Jesse will shoot Carl? Why would she do that? Oh, wait a minute. He does say here, she was the only one with the gun. Are you sure about that? Well, you know what? Because here's the deal, right? Carl did force Ron to hand over the gun, right? So my interpretation so far of the spoilers could be wrong, and I'll keep it spoiler free here. But would Jesse shoot Carl? I don't think so. At least not on purpose, unless it's a misfire or something. Tim did I lose a comment? It just jumped. Was saying something about Carol, but I think I lost it. Sorry, brother. Let's see what else we got here. Where the hell is Heath? Matt Johnson says. So that's true. He's not in the episode at all, is he? But Gabriel had some time. Do you see him killing? He was useful too. He was killing some zombies and stuff like that. Some black guy says meth. Okay. Well, I don't do Breaking Bad streams, but Better Call Saul will be back in a few months, right? So that should be fun. I'm excited to see Better Call Saul. Morgan went John Cena on Carol. LOL. Lone Wolf Gamer says, nice. Andrew Trevino says, which God character would survive the apocalypse? Well, I think Tyrion would be pretty badass in the zombie apocalypse because, he's so small and stuff. If he, think about if it was a no way out situation, he covered himself in zombie guts. He could be, because he's, half man, he's running in between the zombies and everything. That'd be awesome. He could be your runner. That would just be so funny to see, by the way, too. Just hilarious. So, Dylan George says, Morgan is officially on my dead list. Yeah, that's a good call, man. If they kill him off now, it affects how you view. Like if you see characters getting, do something like that pisses off the viewers, then a lot of times maybe they're being set up. It's kind of like Lori. It's like Lori was such a bitch. I can't think of, in the beginning, well, some people defend Lori here and there. It's rare, but you see some people do that. But with her, some of these comments are ridiculous. With her, it's like they set her up earlier on by setting her up to be like that, and so later on, when she got killed off, it's like, well, a lot of people, who cares, because they hated her anyway, right? So it makes sense. Ryan says Ron will take Jesse's gun. Legit, makes sense. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. Fanny says, do you think the Saviors will go to Alexandria and clean all the zombies? No way, man. No way. No, I don't think so. Michael's Woozat says, Trev, why are there train tracks next to Alexandria? Is it supposed to be? And your message got pushed down. Sorry, brother. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see who we got here. Got a couple trolls that I've been banning for the last 2 years. That's fun. Welcome back, trolls. You didn't get the message before when I banned you. This is funny about trolls. They like the channel, though, right? Or they wouldn't be here. If the channel sucked and it was like, oh, total crap and there's no value, they wouldn't be here. They'd be somewhere else. So they like the channel. They're just that's how they know how to get attention, right? So that's it's like a kid in class that does what he has to do to get attention, right? So that's what it is. At least that's the way I look at most trolls. Where's Spencer? Says Janelle Colin. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he must be hiding somewhere. There's a lot of characters, Heath and the rest, that we don't really know exactly where they are. Yeah, where do you think he is? A lot of people asking about Heath and that kind of deal. What if Daryl is... What is up with these ridiculous... What if Daryl is Negan? What are you talking about? Well, Abe and Sasha make sex, Trev. Well, probably Mason. Probably, ridiculous. Okay. Michael Romero. I like your name, Michael. That's funny. Trev, question. Do you think Morgan will volunteer to be killed by Negan? Well, maybe to save the others, because he seems to be willing to even put his own life in jeopardy against Carol to save that scumbag wolf who might die anyway of his infection just as it is. So there it is. And let's do, you guys keep sending through your questions. Let's do a couple of questions I have from the channel. Let's see. Okay, so Ryan Respect said, Trev, start to finish versus Too Far Gone. Well, that's pretty easy, brother. Too Far Gone is just about impossible as an episode by itself to beat. That is really hard to beat. No Sanctuary is probably the closest one. Thank You. Now, there's a question for you. Is start to finish better than Thank You? Oh, man, that's tough to say. I'd have to compare them and watch it again and see, but I almost want to say no. However, the fact that, spoiler warning, Glenn survives kind of takes off a little bit of the sting of that episode. Like, it takes off a little bit of the, but that maybe it shouldn't, because that was still the reaction we had first when we saw Thank You, was that it was incredible, right? So for sure. 0619 Ray 0619 says, Trev, Never bashes. All right, this was kind of not really trolling, but aggressive. Some people just unhappy and aggressive in the comments, right? Swearing and stuff. Trev never bashes AMC. This episode was terrible. The prologue was 10 times better. Really? Come on. I thought the episode was pretty good. What did you expect? Well, okay, we may have expected to see some of those iconic comic book moments, which I expected to see, and I thought was kind of spoiler out there, and I thought we were going to see in this episode, but we just end the episode right at that part. So that by itself was a little bit disappointing, but it's still coming. It's like you just got to be patient. That's all. You got to wait. You got to delay and wait. In terms of the episode being shot and the excitement and everything, the character lines and everything. And also went a little bit different from how I thought it was going to go. I thought it was amazing, man. I really enjoyed the hell out of it. But that's just me, I think the part saying about me never bashing AMC, that's not true. I do bash a lot of the AMC episodes. I'm not on AMC's payroll, okay? I'm not. I tell you guys what I think, and I'm telling you that I like the episodes. It's an honest opinion. I don't. If the episode sucked like Still or Them, I tell you guys that I think it sucked. I'm not sponsored by AMC or anything like that. I am sponsored by HBO. They just give me some T-shirts and stuff like that. And they do help with giveaways though, which helps the channel too though. But that's HBO. That's not AMC. AMC's never really, they don't really do that. So I don't know what you're talking about. If an episode sucks, I'll tell you it sucks. Talking Dead may not tell you it sucks, but I just feel like well, look at the popularity of Walking Dead and tell me that a lot of their episodes suck. If you sit here and say a lot of their episodes are worse than an average TV show, I'm sorry, but you're sorely mistaken, because most TV shows get like 1 million views an episode. I was looking at Z Nation. It's not even in 1 million anymore. It's getting like 0.87 million in terms of viewers. So if the show was as bad as you seem to think it is, then you wouldn't have 15 million view episodes and a spin-off series for it and, Walking Dead beer and all this crazy stuff. Obviously, the show overall is great, and even though here and there you might have some episodes like Now that aren't the best, and I tell you guys they aren't, compared to some of the others, compare it to another show. Compare it to Under the Dome, okay? Compare it to an average random show that's just on TV that you won't make a schedule to watch it, It's not the same thing. Like Game of Thrones or Walking Dead or Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, these shows like this, these are ones that you're going to, they're so good that people are going to schedule in and watch every week as soon as it airs, right? Most of the time. Or DVR it or whatever. A lot of other shows, people, they're on TV, but if people watch them, great. If they miss it, maybe they'll watch a rerun, or they don't care. They'll watch another episode later on. Whereas The Walking Dead, for me anyways, like I watch every single one because it's that high quality. Same with Game of Thrones. Same with Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. The Strain is another one really good. There's some really great shows out there that don't have that many weaker episodes, even though every show has a few weaker episodes here and there, like Still. Next one's from Ihab Amidres, and he says, here's my prediction. Abraham bazookas a shit at a Negan's group or one of Daryl's group get to say hi to Lucille. I don't see how that could happen, because all the bikers, they all have like firearms in that, and there's only 3 of them, and the truck is shut off. It's not that fast. Daryl knows they have no chance on a bike because he rides too, so he knows that there's no way they're going to be able to either outrun them. They don't have that much in terms of manpower. I don't see them doing that. It looks like Negan's group may get the bazooka. And they'll probably like that if they find it. So for sure, we'll see. Andrew Footy says Trigan is back, at least for a minute, in the predictions video. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I did that, so that was fun. But I can't do it all the time because I can't actually give my thoughts. Negan isn't about pleasantries. Negan tells it like it is. The reviews would be like 1 minute. He'd just say like it sucks because I'm not in it. There you go. That's his review. Right, Respect says, Trav, hit thumbs up on the video, send me a cookie in the mail, and make sure it is not destroyed when it gets here, please. You got it, brother. It'll be covered in ants. That's what I'll do. I'll get that other person's ant farm, and I'll send it to them first. They'll load it up, and then we'll send it through to you. By the time it gets there, it'll pretty much be gone anyway. The ants will eat it up. Because I think you're from the UK, right? You see, I know my viewers, man. I know. I think. I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong? I could be wrong. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Next is Keisha Richardson, and here she says, it's a she. I've been watching your videos for a while now, but just realized I haven't subscribed yet, but I am now. Love your videos. What the hell took you so long, Keisha? Subscribe, damn it. Anybody who's watching, but there's always that. You're always going to get people that are like regular viewers that don't subscribe. Maybe they don't have a YouTube account or whatever the case may be. All I would say is, if you guys wouldn't mind, I do appreciate it if you could go ahead and subscribe. I do appreciate it. So, yeah. Is Michonne's convo with Deanna foreshadowing from suitable photos? No, I don't think so. I don't think so because, well, I mean, no. She's just trying to help her. Deanna's actually really smart, man. I mean, the things she says are so intelligent. It's crazy. It's something that, like I've talked about in reviews before, and that is very important to have a purpose and to have a vision in your life for what you're doing. That's what gets you through the tough times, is to have clarity and a vision about where you're going, when things are really tough. And even in real life, guys, you should definitely do that. You should have some idea about where you're going, where you want to be at, maybe in 5 years, 10 years. Great psychology exercise. Write out where you want to be at in 5 years or 10 years, and then make the changes today to get to that point. That's a great exercise, and most successful people do that. So there's something for you guys to remember. But let's get back to Dan. Jesus saves Sasha, Abe, and Daryl, says 7-5 G Villa. Well, he should be showing up soon, right? Because they're going pretty quick. Like, he might be there in the first, maybe not the first episode, but I would think second, third, fourth episode of second half, something like that, somewhere around there. Not near the end. At one point, I thought it'd be near the end, but it looks like it'll be sooner now. Killer Squad said, who's Negan? And it's like, okay, well, you must be new. Because we've been talking about it for the last 3 years. But you know what? I will do a Who's Negan video, give my thoughts on it. Just kind of updated on what we know so far about Negan, that kind of deal, for viewers of the TV series that don't watch the comic book series. So heads up for that, dude. That'll be for you guys. I know more advanced, or people that know more about the series, you probably don't want to see that because we've talked about it quite a few times. But it makes sense to do that pretty soon. Joseph Deek says, Dad? I don't get it. I don't get it. This stream belongs to Negan, says Crackhead Game. You got it, man. Charles Harkless says, do you think Negan will die quick like the governor? Oh, that's a great question, man. So I guess what you're asking is, do I think he's going to last like 4 or 5 seasons, or do I think he'll kill him off sooner? Yeah, no, I think he'll be even alive longer than the governor. The governor is only a season and a half. That's not much, considering, they could have turned that into probably 3 or 4 seasons if they wanted to, without filling it out all that much, if they just slowed it down a lot more than they did. So, yeah, they could have spread that out quite a bit, but they decided not to. Let's see. Tregan kills Trev, not far, is Brandon the Fizz. You guys, you're not far, comments. Ridiculous. Do you think Carol will take over the hilltop? Is that what somebody said? But it moved. I hope Carol kills Morgan someday. Well, the body slam cannot be forgiven. That was not cool. And, she might be asking him to look at some flowers or something of the sort. Okay, let's see next one. Out of 0 to 10, this episode, good 0 being bad, 10 being godly. Yahir says. Yahir needs to like read his comments before he sends them through. It's going to make any damn sense, man. Come on. If Denise isn't at the safe zone, how will Carl be saved? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So if something happens to Carl, or something happens to any of the ones that are leaving, because we're keeping this spoiler-free, Denise is the only doctor there. So how are they going to help any of them if Denise isn't there? She's kind of a doctor, right? So, yeah, that's a great question. So, man, you would think maybe she will survive somehow. Like I said, it could go kind of you'd think that she would be killed off in her current predicament, but it seems like they may not. Blank Ski says, is this going on YouTube like uploaded? Yeah, bro. This goes on YouTube like updated, bro. I don't know. The language. Grammar. Where's the grammar patriot? We had a grammar patriot here the other day. That was funny. He kept correcting everyone. That was good. You guys and your patriots. Let's see. Someone said Tregan is my dad. You're damn right I am. So, or he is. I can't do it without the bat and the jacket. It's a crappy old jacket. TWD Review says, do you think this episode where Carl will be sponsored by Never... What the hell are you talking about? Just nonsensical bullshit in the comments, you guys. Come on. What are you, like 10? Actually, I'm sure some of you probably are, to be honest. So that's... What was your reaction to I don't know what, because it just moved again. Darn it. Who do you think is going to die from Negan, Glenn or Daryl? So we're going to do a video on that one too. You know, that's one thing about the break, just to let you guys know. I do videos all throughout the break. So there's lots of videos we can do to talk about stuff and possibilities and what we think. Maybe not every day, but like once every, couple days, maybe about like 5-6 days a week. You guys can send me your questions and I'll make videos for you based on your questions. And we can just, talk, do some predictions, have some fun, do our reviews, the usual stuff for different Walking Dead stuff. I got some of the building sets coming. I'm going to be reviewing some of the Walking Dead ones because I got addicted after I bought the Game of Thrones one, or I got the Game of Thrones one. Let's see. Next one's from, Stefan De Ciantis. What do you think of Scott Gimple being a window licker and not giving us a sneak peek of this? A window licker? What's a window licker? What is that? I don't know what that is. I mean, there's ants in the window and that kind of deal, and the song that was on. What if Trev saves Alexandria from the governor? That's funny. How would I save it? What would I do? Come in with like some kind of, if I had superpowers, so I was like invincible, then there you go. What do you think will happen to Maggie and the baby? From Lisa Wacker. Now there's actually a good question. Thanks, Lisa, for breaking up the monotony with a decent question. So she's probably going to hang out up there. Maybe it'll start getting rocked back and forth and she'll be all worried and stuff like that. And then Glenn will run in and start shooting up the place or kill a few zombies and the rest will start chasing him and then he'll run out or something. That's what I'm thinking. He's going to have to use his feet. Good footwork. He's going to have to run around and in between and, zip around and probably leave and then come back or something of the sort. Worst mid-season finale, says Mega Grunty Flip Yap. And worst mid-season finale, let's look at it. Well, first season didn't have one, right? Second season had Pretty Much Dead Already, so that's hard to mess with. That was a great episode with Sophia in the Barn. Then there was Made to Suffer. I think this was better than Made to Suffer. Well, that was pretty exciting too with Woodbury in that, so that's tough to say. And then we had season 4's mid-season finale, Too Far Gone, of course. That kills it. That kills this one. And then Coda, and a lot of people hated Coda, so I think it's easy to say this one is probably more liked than Coda, but we'll see in a couple weeks, a week or two, how people are referring to it. Adam Watton says, it's an awful term for someone with a disability. Hashtag. What is? What are you talking about? Negan Patriot says, Q&A. Could Carl fall on Judith when Ron... Oh, that's a good question, actually. That's a really good question. So something happens to Carl. He's the one who's holding Judith underneath his guts cloak. So will she be killed? That's a good one. Would Judith be killed off in the second half of the season? Yeah, that's a good question, man. Because if something happens to Carl, shit, man, Rick is going to have to, what's he going to do? He doesn't just have to grab Carl. If Carl goes down or something happens, he's got to grab Judith, too. And maybe Michonne will help him out or something. That'll be interesting to see. Will Morgan use wrestling moves to kill walkers? From Pro Noob. That's a wrestling move. Oh, nice. I can't believe he did that, man. I'm still in shock that he slams her. Like, what are you doing, man? For this stupid idiot. I just don't. Oh, that's kind of crazy. So I guess it's for his, it's his values and stuff. So there you go. Trev, can I have your Series 3 Comic Rick? Series 3 Comic Rick. No. You mean the one at the front? No, man, that's one of my favorites. No, you can't, you jerk. Why would you ask me? I'm not going to give it to you. Unless you're Negan, then I have to give you all my stuff. Let's see. And, oh, man, some of these comments are ridiculous. I hate Beth, so Coda was great, says Sincere something. Nice. Josh Giles says, F, too many comments. Yeah, I know, there's a lot, man. I'm trying my best, but there's just so many. Shane returns and gets Jesse pregnant, says TWD Reviews. Alex Brady says, how do you feel about the promo? So I'm assuming you're talking, unless there's a new promo since I've been filming this or filming videos in the last hour. I assume you're talking about the Negan one or the the guy whose name escapes me from the comic series and I haven't had a chance to look at the book yet on the motorcycle who talks about your stuff belonging to Negan. I like it, man. It's good. I mean, it's just like two wolves not far, where they put it first and then it's a while before we actually see the wolves. It's like formulaic of that. Like, it's exactly the same. The first episode, they give us a hint to what we're going to see. They mention his name. New viewers don't know who he is or what it is. The kind of question comes up like, who's that? What is that? And then at the end of the season, we'll probably see his premiere, his first scene, and that'll kind of show us who Negan is. Yeah, so it should be good. Let's see. What will happen to the show if Daryl goes? And that was from somebody, but it got pushed. It got pushed through. Let's see. So if Daryl dies, well, if they kill off Daryl, I mean, that's a tough call. I mean, if they kill off Daryl in the finale or something, which is is actually pretty likely at this point, I'd say. Well, it would blow up the show like crazy at first, but then not having him in the show would minus a little bit of fun factor. But that said, too, though, he doesn't talk that much. He kind of keeps to himself. He likes to kind of go out on the road on his own, which is cool, and it adds to the story. So there is that. But are we going to have two guys with crossbows? Or are we going to have both Daryl and Dwight? Dwight stole his crossbow. Is he going to get another one? Oh, man, good questions. So I think the show could go on without Daryl. I think it'd just be, a lot of people would be pissed off because they're big fans of him. Sky Trick says, hey, Trev, I love your Daryl poster. Where'd you get it? This one here is from Walmart. That's simple. One in the back there is from eBay, from a seller it's a custom from a seller in China. That one over here is also from Walmart. Just simple stuff, and I've got tons of others. I've got like a season 3. I've got like a season 1. Where you've got Rick and like a comic book series on one side, TV series on the other side, pointing a gun in the middle at I think it's Bicycle Girl. And it looks cool because I said right in the middle, so that's fun. Will Rick be the new leader of Alexandria? If so, will he get respect? Well, that's from Zachary Davis. Well, he kind of already is. He kind of already is. Like, this was his plan with the with the zombies that were in the quarry. So this was his idea and everything. And I think, even though it hasn't turned out great, obviously, if he wasn't there and the wolves just attacked without Rick's group there at all, then they may have killed everybody. And if Rick's group wasn't there, and then also, if they went with some other kind of plan, who knows? The whole herd might have ended up there. Let's see. Who do you think Dwight will kill first? That's a good question from Stony Baloney. Man, we got to see what happens to Dwight first, and then we'll see who he kills. It probably won't be the same characters in the comic book series. He does kill somebody in the comic book series. And we'll do a couple more, and then I'll wrap it up because I don't want to go on for too long in that, and covered most of the questions we had set earlier. Let's see. This is from Augustin Ban Ulos. He says, hey, Trev, have you ever noticed the resemblance between Deanna and Caitlyn Jenner? Illuminati confirmed or what? I mean, come on. It's just so stupid. Is that what you're doing? Triangles. There's a triangle in the background or something. I don't know. But the A does bother me when you see the A everywhere. Let's see. What else we go? Eli Bunting says, I hate Daryl so much. Well, hold on, man, because he might be killed off at the end of the season. So there you go. Who are your top 3 people that Negan might kill from Nick Dolan's? Probably right now, Daryl, Morgan, and Glenn. Should I say Glenn now? Oh, man, that's so tough to say. I think I should still say Glenn, I think. Those would be a top 3 for me, but we'll do a video on it. We'll talk about it, and we'll think of some other possibilities. Let's see. Okay, let's do a couple more. Some of you guys are sick, man. I'm just telling you, just so you know. I'm sure you already know, but just so you know, okay? Some of you are sick. You're sick. Okay. Let's see. Trev, do you smoke? From Stony Baloney? No, I don't smoke, and I assume you're talking about weed. I don't smoke anything, no. No, I don't. Let's see. Trev, can you review? What did you say? Dude, can you see this? I see your message, but can you do a poster giveaway? Well, I could do that. That's not a bad idea from BFAM Studios. Not a bad idea. Maybe when the series returns. That's a good idea, man. I'll think of that. Let's see. Andrew Ortiz is talking shit again. He says, Trev, I'm going to do something to World Patriot or something of the sort. Yes, I know. I've seen you guys fighting back and forth in the comments. It's funny. But I'm not going to ban either of you. So you guys go to town. You have fun. You do your thing. That's fun. As long as you're not trolling me. You can troll each other all you want, then you can ban each other all you want. Will Abraham use the RPG? Well, he might lose it, Tab. This is from Tab. They're going to take it, right? They're going to take everything. So they take the RPG. Yeah, it's like, damn. Trev, what if the Spice Girls are Negan? I don't know. Say my name for a subscribe. DLAC387. That's not really how it goes here, DLAC. Okay, I don't beg for. I mean, I ask people if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe. Subscribe, damn it. But I mean, I don't know. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you don't, don't. Negan Patriot says, Q&A, who's hotter, Jesse or Rosita? We should do an updated top 10 hottest chicks for Walking Dead. That's a good question. I suppose it depends on your age. And your preference, my friend. So we'll talk about that if we do a top 10. Pitch the best Walking Dead crossover from Anthony Vo. So the best Walking Dead crossover. I think a good one that would fit really well would be Breaking Bad. Like have Walter White, be the one who engineered the zombie apocalypse, and the blue meth be the stuff that causes the zombie apocalypse to break out, and then have him survive at the end of Breaking Bad, then cross over into the zombie apocalypse, like wake up in a coma 3 years later or something, and the whole world's gone to shit. That'd be fun. And Walter White becomes like a kingpin, and make Negan look like a poodle or something. That'd be fun. So what's your what site? It's ridiculous. Will the wolf come back? From Jesus Rodriguez. Well, I think so. I think he will. I mean, we're going to see something. That's interesting. Like, what are they going to write for him? That's weird because he's got nothing really. So that's interesting what they're going to do with him. What if Travis from Fear of the Walking Dead? Oh, it got pushed around again. Let's see. Maybe we'll do one or two more. How long will this go? I'm about to wrap it up now, brother. I think I've gone through enough questions from you guys, and I don't want to make it too long. I know there's some people who do like couple-hour Q&As and stuff like that. My throat can't last for that, and I've already done the 3 earlier, so my voice is going to be gone. I'm going to lose my voice. Trev, do you have a best friend named Corey? No, I don't. I actually don't have a single friend named Corey from the new Badass TV. Not one. I don't think I've ever had a friend named Corey. It's just not. Yeah, it's never. No, it's not. Tommy Truth, are they moving the story too fast with Negan? Okay, let's make that the last question. So, are they moving too fast with Negan? From Tommy Truth. So, man, that's a good question. It does kind of feel like they've definitely stepped up the pace. I want to say season 4. Especially the second half, was quite a bit slower pace than season 5 and 6. So I wonder if they've upped the budget or something. But they have gone through quite a bit of content faster than I thought they would, which is nice. But I feel like they found a nice medium where they're covering enough stuff, they're not covering too much, and so the story's getting too slow. And with the Negan stuff, they're bringing them in quicker than I thought they would, pretty quick. But I think they could have gotten more mileage out of the wolves. Maybe had a group of wolves hang back and attack in like episode 9 or something, or 10. After all this is done, that would be just brutal. They kill like all the zombies. All of a sudden, a small group of wolves just show up at the front gate. That'd be something. But it seems like that's probably not going to happen. That's over and done with. So, send me your guys' continued questions for Q&As this week. Check out the other videos, predictions, and the review if you haven't seen them yet. Also did a reaction. If you're interested, I'll do another Q&A maybe tomorrow or the next day. We'll talk about some spoilers for what is spoiled or rumored to be happening next in episode 9. And yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. I hope you continue to like the channel, continue to stick with me. And thanks for everything you guys do. Thanks for liking the video. So please thumb it up. You can share, favorite as usual. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you've been thinking about it like some of these people here, you can subscribe. I'll call it here for the live stream. That's it for this one, guys. I'll see you again real soon tomorrow. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace.